William, how are you, brother?
I'm good, mate. How you feeling?
Doing great, doing great. Look, we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, the first time with James, but I hadn't seen every like most of the episode. But now that I'm done with all the episodes, my mind changed.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm super curious. How's your mind working as an actor when you don't have this non-linear storytelling?
It's a very good question. How does my mind work when I don't have a non-linear storytelling? Um, you kind of really, Joseph Cedar, the director, is amazing. He's an Academy nominee, and you trust them to kind of guide you through the story. But I did a lot of research, so I was able to just drop into it. And then, some things you just don't need to know. I feel like your spirit knows everything. So you just got to go in it. In real life, you may not know what's really going on. And so I kind of just leaned into that more and more throughout as the story evolved and grew.
What was the thing that drew you that you felt more attracted about your character, Paul? Like, what was that thing when you were reading the script for the first time and you say, "Okay, I love this. I'm gonna do that." I don't know if you have any recommendations for Peter
Mhm.
and the director.
Well, the truth is, hold on, give me one second. Okay. So the truth is, I only got the first episode. So I arrived in Germany and I'm sitting with Peter and Michelle and Joseph at the Soho House. And they're like, "Have you read episode 6?" I said, "You guys only sent me the first episode." So you came all the way to Germany not knowing that you're going to, continue on in the series. I said, "Well, I figured y'all wouldn't bring me way over here just to die." So we spoke about it and then they rushed the episodes to me. But it was the emotional roller coaster that really attracted me to Paul Lancaster and all that he has to carry. And, he's the only American astronaut. He is the only African American astronaut. So that's already weight on his shoulders. So going through that, I'm like, I know what that feels like just living in America. So I can lean into that.
How's the physicality? Because I know you have to pass for a training and then learn your lines and perform physically. Because it's like being in a musical, because you can forget how your body moves in a different
Yes.
atmosphere and then know your lines and perform as a great actor that you are.
Well, I got to give a shout out to, the special effects team and also to the people that work with us that put the harness and stuff on us because they make sure that you got to make sure it's tight because if not, it will lift when they pull you up. So now everything is in your stomach and you still got to act. And that happened to me. I was like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I've been doing this for like 2 months. I'm good. I don't need it that tight." And I'm in there with Numi and she's ready to go. And everything pulls up. You a man, so everything pulls up, right? And you in there like you got to give the best performance possible, but everything is hurting. But everybody's doing it. Everybody's hurting. We got a bunch of scars and stuff because it's just the weight of the harness and the ropes, but it feels real and you can lean into that. And I think that's what make the physicality so real, especially for me getting thrown. That's to me, that's not a double. That's me hitting the wall, and then, all the stunt guys are like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, obviously I'm not okay, but I'm gonna be okay. Let's do it again, because your adrenaline and your blood is pumping. So it was just an amazing experience.
It's undeniable that you have a great cast surrounded. You have Naomi Rapace, you have Jonathan Banks, you have James Darcy. How
Yeah.
is coupling with these people? Because there's really experimental. And Jonathan Banks, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, it has to be intimidating being surrounded by these stars from feature films.
I've been doing it for a while, and a former athlete, you always have a competitive spirit. And I trust what God has given me. So whether it's Numi Rapace, Jonathan Banks, or Denzel Washington, or Meryl Streep, it really doesn't matter to me because it's about the role coming forth. And I remember doing a scene with Jonathan Banks, and he was like, "Hey, he's the great legend. Hey, you want to run the lines first?" And I'm shocked because I'm like, "Oh, he gonna be ready." And he's from DC too, and I'm from DC. So we run the lines, and then we do the incredible scene together. And it's just a tennis match and he's giving and I'm giving. And also, I'm always a student of the game. So I know how to respect the legend, inside of the role and to glean from him because there's some things that he can teach me that I may not know. And you only can have that when you're both competitive in nature when you're in a scene. So it was wonderful to work with all those and to pull from them. And, you know, they gave me my props too. And so that was awesome.
I just want to say thank you, and I will recommend the show to everybody. And it's one of those recommendations that people thank you. And
Yeah. Because
yeah,
I always say that the show, what Peter did a great job at, Ruben, is it's really not about space. It's really not about Joe coming home.
no,
It's about reading you.
yeah,
And how do you deal with grief? How do you deal with regret? How you deal with those raw human emotions? And how do you move past it? And some people are unable to move past it. So we hope that when people watch the show, even though they got to dig in the closet of some things that they don't want to see, but it's always spring cleaning for a reason, you know? And I think Peter did a great job of using space as the backdrop to tell a humanistic story.
I agree with you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for your time, William. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
thank you, brother.